My friends and my family, this is Trevor Chapman, modern day man, entrepreneur, achiever, purveyor of the good life, student of life, marketer. After over 10 years in business, tens of millions of dollars, I've learned this one thing. There's too much noise. It takes tactics and strategy. You can't buy it, you earn it through experience. Failure after failure hones the craft. You must become a warrior. It's time to run. The experience you can't buy. You had to have earned it. It's my turn to give back and contribute. I share all of my lessons from 7 to 8 and from 8 to 9 figures. We'll see if it goes from 9 to 10, but I'm gonna give it all to you. Consistency, persistence, dedication, vision, time, discipline, work. I'm gonna give it all to you so that you learn from where I failed and you learn from my experience. My brothers, this is your daily fuel.
My friends, this is Trevor Chapman, the modern day entrepreneur, the man with the warrior ritual. And why do I have a ritual? There's too much noise. If you are not a warrior, you will get sucked in and you will be listening to other people instead of getting your product or your service out there in front of them. I got a story for you today. You ready? There was a chicken, and it entered a town, and all the other chickens ran out to it, because this was a new chicken. And this chicken said, my friends, I can fly. Ha! They all laughed. Chicken can't fly. We all know that. We're chickens too. And this chicken said, no, I can fly. And I'm going to show you all tonight in town hall, midnight. Be there or be square. Well, sure enough, they all showed up. And that chicken walked up to the podium or whatever was there and said, all right, my friends, I'm going to teach you how to fly. And guess what? She did. She started flapping her wings and took off and soared through that building all night long. And once the observers understood that they had to just do instead of comprehend why, they started to fly too. They flew all night long and they were changing the chicken world. And then suddenly, as the sun started to rise, one of the roosters cock-a-doodle-dooed. They all landed and walked home. How ironic, right? They just learned how to fly, and instead of flying home, instead of flying to work, instead of flying to school, instead of flying all around town, they just walked home. That is us, my friends. That's what we do. There is so much noise around flying today. The best way to do this, the top 10 hacks to do that. 4 secret shortcuts to make $1 million here. And then there's the real legit stuff too. How to make $1 million. How to do this. Stuff that actually works. And it's proven because other people are doing it. And we read and we learn. And then we walk home. We walk home because it's comfortable. It's safe. It's not dangerous. No one's going to laugh at a chicken that walks home. But they're going to laugh at the chicken that flies. Because you're not supposed to fly. You weren't born to fly. You're not engineered to fly. You weren't made to fly. Your purpose is to walk. How often do you fall victim to this? How many times can you think back in your life when you could have flown, when you should have flown? Not just for you, but the people around you. And you walked. You walked because it was hard. It's not easy to fly. It's harder. There's more resistance. The chance of burning to the ground and being squashed flat is greater than when you walk around. And so we put our heads down so people don't see us, and we walk amidst everybody else. We're amazed at the chickens that we don't know that are flying, but we laugh at the chickens that we do know that are trying to fly, and we become part of the problem. If you know how to fly, you need to fly. Stop listening to the chickens around you. Stop falling victim to habit. Stop deciding that chickens aren't supposed to fly, that you aren't supposed to fly. I don't care if science says it's impossible. The bumblebee flies. So can you. Stop wasting your time thinking you have to have the perfect business plan. Stop wasting time thinking you have to get Silicon Valley investors to invest in your idea. Stop wasting your time thinking you've got to have X, Y, and Z and all your ducks in a row before you start. Just do it. You can fly. And more importantly, if you've ever flown, you can do it again. And if you were flying and did so well that you got out of habit because you didn't need to fly, start flying again. Why? People forget that the things that made them successful in the first place are the things that will keep them successful. You have not paid your dues. Your dues for yesterday were paid. Your dues for last month were paid. But today demands dues. Today demands discipline. Success is discipline daily. Get out there and fly. I'll see you tomorrow.